Alright, I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing. I got this package from my friend DD Richart1 or Donovan. Um, Obviously you guys can tell what the item is from the title of this video. However, he told me that he put a couple surprises in here, like one or two things. So I'm very interested to see what it is, and I told him I'd do an unboxing of it, so kind of get my reaction of what it is. He said it's nothing like big, but you know, he hopes I'll like it, and I'm sure whatever it is, I will be thrilled to have. What is this? Singing motorcycle monster? Oh, that is pretty sick. I don't know who this is. Is it? No, it can't be Gemmy. I don't think so. Yeah, no. I'm not sure who this is made by, but I swear I remember seeing these in stores like Cracker Barrel. That is so cool. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have that in the indoor display. You can see, here's her head. She's got a very thin head. They went thin on this one, or maybe it's a little warped, I'm not sure, but it looks better this way, with it thin, or at least in my opinion. Oh boy. Big snowman head from that Gemmy singing snowman, the life-size one that came out a couple years ago. His decapitated head, that is funny. I'm sure I could probably figure out something to do with this, because he's got his clothing too, which that could definitely be of use for something. And then we've got the witch herself, so I think that's probably it for this unboxing, but yeah, thank you, Donovan. I will definitely figure out something to do with the snowman, and I love this motorcycle. I'm gonna 100% have this on my desk or something, because that is awesome. I also got this very heartfelt letter from Donovan. Dear Chase, now you have a witch, Donovan. That is very sweet. Really appreciate it. Here she is out of the box. She works great, so she's ready to do, or she's ready for the review. Hey guys, it's Chase here on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and I'm joined here by Spirit Fan.
Hey, what's up?
And today we're going to be doing a video of the Gemmy 2012 5-foot tall, life-size animated. I guess it's a flaming cauldron witch. There's not really like a full name for this. I'm not sure if I went on a website that had her, it'd probably say, or like if I went on like Menard's website back in the day. But I got this off of my friend D. Richart1 or Donovan. I paid like $300 for it, which is kind of, I mean, it's not like a lot, but it's right where I wanted to pay, maybe a little bit more. But I'm not too unhappy with the price, because she's basically in perfect shape. Like, aside from there being like a little bit of fraying on the flames, she's in the best possible condition you'd want her in. So this was one of the last Cauldron witches that Gemmy had ever produced. I believe that there was a 2013 Cauldron witch that was also collapsible. So that's why I say one of, because I don't remember the year of the other one, but the last one I believe was sold at Party City and then some other party stores, and she's got that, you know, the regular 2013 box. But this one it wasn't exclusive, but I think it was only sold like in store one place. Like, this was sold at Menard's in 2012, and then on a website called HSN, which I believe was just like a TV program you could watch to buy stuff. Like, you'd call them the number and say, hey, I want this. It was something like that. But this is the HSN model. Now, I'd love to have the Menards one, because it actually has the box, and the box looks awesome on it, but unfortunately this one's just the plain brown box. And it doesn't even say anything on it. Like, it has a small barcode at the bottom, but that's about it with that guy, or with this witch, not guy. She's got a lot of different phrases. I have not counted. I probably should have before this video, but she's got a lot of different phrases. She's got great detail. She's the only witch that Gemmy produced with a flaming cauldron, unless I'm not thinking of one right now. Don't go like correcting me in the comments or anything. I'll know I made a mistake later when I'm editing the video. But she's got a lot of cool features about her, and that's why she's one of my favorite witches that Gemmy's done, which might sound a little bit odd, because I know that there's some people that don't really like this thing, mostly because of the face, but she's got a lot of different things going on with her that no other Gemmy item has. So I'll go over a lot of them, but she's got a pretty unique outfit. She does have the same outfit as the Grandin Road 2011 Endora the Witch, which I have kind of beside me right now. It's all boxed up, or else I'd have her out and kind of put them next to each other. But she has the same clothing as her, which makes sense because she was sold a year before this Flaming Cauldron Witch, so they probably just copied the clothing over. Because I didn't take too good of a look at it, but she's got the same belt that this witch has and the same color schemes and patterns, so there might be like a little bit of a difference, but not too much. This witch also has the longest hair of any Gemmy item that was produced, as far as I know. You can kind of see that her hair goes all the way down to her waist, which is ridiculous. I mean, if this wasn't taken care of, the hair would be an absolute knot, and it still kind of is. Like,
oh my
you
God.
can't.
I didn't even notice that till
Like,
now.
if you go behind it, like it's
literally down to her waist.
It's ridiculous.
It's
Crazy. It's way too long. And if this thing didn't have any value, I'd probably cut the hair down just to make it shorter so it wouldn't get tangled. It's so long that it actually starts to curl at the bottom too. I'll get up close with that later. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But I think that she's the only Gemmy character, or at least witch, to have white hair. There might be some other Gemmy items that have white hair, but I don't think so. I think she might be the only one that has... my cat.
Yeah.
She's the only Gemmy witch to have white hair, but she might also be the only Gemmy character to have white hair. And she's got a pretty repulsive face. 2012, I believe, was the first year that they introduced this face, and I am not a very big fan of it. I mean, it's just so ugly.
Yeah, I hate it too.
I know that there was a lot of Gemmy faces that were based off of like an actual person. I really hope that this was not based off of someone, because it's just repulsive. It's good for Halloween, but I mean, it's so ugly.
To me, it's kind of goofy.
Yeah. And even the eyes are kind of cross-eyed on mine. It's weird.
The one on the left is looking way into space.
Well, yeah. the right one's actually looking correctly. The other one's just...
From my angle, at least, it looks kind of weird now that you mention it.
I don't even know if I can fix that. Because that might just be like... No, I don't think it's molded on, but it might be like really well glued on, so I don't think I can fix
that'd be annoying.
I'm not going to worry about it. But 2012, I believe, was the first year that they introduced this face, and I think that is pretty accurate, because there's also some prototypes that have that face, like white, but it's just like a white face as opposed to a green face. But even those were 2012, so I think that was the year that they were all intended for. I don't think this was an older design. But yeah, a lot of the witches had that face come 2012, and I don't know if that face was used a lot after. I know that she had that face was reintroduced in like 2015, 2016, one of the two, at what is that? What is that place? Start naming off like holiday places. It'll come to me. At Home. Never mind. It's At Home. At Home had a witch, and it sucks. It's so bad. It's got one pole that goes up. The phrases are awful. I'm sorry if you have it. I don't mean to like disrespect it or anything. I just hate that one so much. But I think that's about it. Going over like the pros and cons of her. I will get up close real quick and show the different features that she's got. So, guys, just give me 1 second. I'll get up close to her.
That's great.
All right, so here she is up close. As you can see, again, this is the kind of the face I was talking about. I'm not really a big fan of it, but it does fit this item pretty well. I mean, the voice that it has, it does fit this face pretty well, and I think this might be the only character that has that type of voice. I don't know who it was voiced by, but it's definitely a very special voice, and she's the only produced character that has this audio as far as I know. I think there were like a couple prototypes that may have had it, but this is the only production one that would have had it. Right off the bat, you can see these two things sticking out of her shoulders. These are spotlights that shine onto her face, which is the coolest thing to me. Like they light up green, which illuminates her face, and it really shows why they put the white hair, because it also lights that up. So that's That's super cool in my opinion. That's one of the main reasons I bought this, because it's just little things that like that make it so different but so cool at the same time. She's got this spider right here. It's kind of a spider design. I know that these are notorious for coming off, not necessarily on this character, but like just the Cauldron witches in general. And there's not too much detail on the hat. I know that the older models may have had like a spider on the top right here, but this one doesn't. And it's got the ring around the hat, which I do like. I know that there's some characters that don't have like anything in the hat, so it's just like fabric that comes out and it gets all warped and it just doesn't look good. Down here we can see the Cauldron, and there's a bunch of LEDs around here that illuminate it. I think there's like 8 of them, which is a lot. So I really do appreciate that. And the flames themselves are inflatable fabric. These kind of feel uncoated, so that I feel like if they had like the PU coating on them, they might hold up better, because instead of the air just like passing through them, the air would actually be kind of like deflecting off, so it'd push them up more. But the fan does a good job of keeping them up. But you can kind of see what I mean by it, like fraying down here. And then I can't do anything about that. And then she's got sort of I guess a sash or a belt right here. This was untied when I first got it, because it's just held on by this, not really a knot, it's the loop-de-loop. So that holds it on, and then one's, goes down more than the other to kind of give it more detail. And it's, it's that same pattern that we're seeing all the way up here, and this is more inflatable fabric here. And then she does collapse, even though she is 2012, she does collapse, which I do like. It's the same kind of button that you'd see on any Cauldron Witch. And then she's got, of course, all the stickers covering the ports that are unused, because this is an old mold for the base, but she doesn't have the microphone. She doesn't have... She does have Try Me. But she doesn't have, like, the aux or anything like that, so it's all kind of covered up. But she does have volume control. She does have the Try Me and the adapter jack, and unlike, of course, like the regular Cauldron Witches, this only needs one adapter, because instead of it having a fog, it just has the flame. And then here's the long hair that I was talking about. I mean, it's ridiculously long. You can kind of see it's kind of getting tangled down here too, so it's just, I don't know. I'm gonna be careful about that and try to keep it from getting tangled. So yeah, I'll probably keep it just back here, so it's not kind of like getting caught on these lights right here. And they're held up by metal, so you can kind of flick them and they'll do that. But I think that's basically it with the details up close. Her hat is not attached to her. It goes on with Velcro, so you can see that she goes bald. But yeah, I think that's basically it, so we'll go ahead and activate her for you guys. Okay, so I've now got her turned on, and one of the biggest things I think that everybody would know about this is that the Cauldron itself is supposedly super loud. I mean, would you say it's that loud?
Kinda, but you don't really notice it.
It's on hardwood floor right now, so it's probably gonna be a little bit louder. But if you were to put like cushioning or something, it would not be loud. Like I had it on carpet in my room, and it wasn't silent, but I mean, over the phrases you could not hear it at all. I mean, it's not loud. Like it may seem on camera. I know my camera's gonna pick it up as super loud because that's what my camera does, but it's not that loud in person. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and activate her. Sorry if you can't really see the Cauldron lighting up. When I get up, when I turn off the lights, you should be able to see it.
If you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
You can see she's got lights on her shoulder, which is awesome because it illuminates her
Yeah,
face.
that's cool.
It seems we have visitors. I do love
like
it when
that,
people
yeah.
visit. So much that I never let them leave.
Would you be surprised if I said she was turned all the way up right now?
Really?
She's
That's
not. She's not very loud.
Yeah, no, now I kind of do hear the Cauldron. It's not too bad though. Like when she's going, you don't notice it.
You don't notice it, especially if I have it outside.
Yeah.
Well. Looks like I'm not the only one stirring up trouble tonight.
loud. I don't know why she's not. It's probably because the cauldron's kind of like competing with my.
Yeah, confusing it.
Yeah.
Flaming cauldron, glowing red. Bring to me the walking dead. Woo! What a lovely costume you have. Come closer. Let me take a closer look.
It's so interesting. I don't know why they did this, but her motor head, it reverses polarity, which is weird because all the other Cauldron witches, they only spin one direction. So you can see, like, sometimes her head doesn't even make it all the way up. They just, like, kind of bob to the bottom. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of cool.
She has a lot of phrases, though.
Oh, yeah.
Is all this candy for me? I could use it for my latest potion brew.
She's got at least, like, 5 more phrases after this, too.
I drank my beauty potion. What did you think? Is it working yet? Don't be shy. Step right up. How about a little kiss? Buy this cauldron, buy this brew. The flames they bring Halloween to you.
Alright, so that was her last phrase. I'll go ahead and turn off the lights here and hit that one. It's just a button on the top.
If you can't stand the heat,
You can just kind of see it lighting
stay out
up.
of the kitchen.
You can kind of see the cauldron there lighting up.
Lights up well.
Oh yeah. Alright. Try to activate it like 2 more times before I end the video.
It seems we have visitors. I do love it when people visit. So much that I never let them leave. Well. Looks like I'm not the only one stirring up trouble tonight.
Alright, so thanks to her, my hands are like practically red right now because of how hard I've had to clap it. But that's basically it. Really hope you guys enjoyed. I guess after seeing it for the first time, do you want one now?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind picking one up.
Alright, so that means it's a good item then. Alright, perfect.
I like the movements and the lights.
It's really good. I appreciate the. I mean, it only has like what 3 movements. I mean, I would count the fan going as a movement, but yeah, I mean
It's got that classic Cauldron witch movement,
Yeah,
and then the stirring's great.
No moving mouth, no moving eyes or anything, but they do light up. She's got the head bobbing, and of course the dancing and all that. So I think it's pretty good. But yeah, that's basically it. Really hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys again next time.